Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, I'm getting cooked.
Them boys went out there and got cooked, y'all. Them boys went out there and got cooked, man. And, I know some Cowboys fans, right, they're going to be huffing and puffing, and rightfully so. No one likes to lose, right? But, let's be realistic, man. I didn't expect us to run the table. I didn't expect the Cowboys to go out there and run the table, right? But what I've been preaching on this channel, we are going to learn a lot about this team before we go to playoffs. And what did we learn today, Cowboys Nation? Our run defense, that ain't it. That ain't it. Josh Allen said, you know what, Tuck? I got a trick for you. I know you put big money on me throwing an interception. I know you did, Tuck. I know you. I'm not even going to throw today. I am not even going to throw the ball today. We are going to line up and we are going to run the ball down your defense's throat. And there's going to be nothing they can do to stop it. Nothing. We didn't try to stack the blocks, the box. We didn't come out and just send an all-out blitz. We didn't move Micah Parsons around the linebacker. We didn't make no substitution. We didn't do nothing. Just set back, 5 yards, 6 yards, first down, 10 yards, 8 yards, first down, 12 yards, 13, 5 yards, first down, 13, 15, 16, first down. And when it comes to run defense, y'all, it's a mentality. There needed to be someone out there that say, you know what? Enough's enough. It ain't going down like that. Enough's enough. But no, everybody was getting pushed on back, getting way back, getting drove out the picture, man. They were getting drove, man. My guy, Damone Clark, was getting drove 15 yards down the field. Right? Dan Quinn adjustments wasn't there. Bad showing from our defense, right? But even a worse showing from our offense. You know what I'm saying? Nobody showed up. Only person that showed up today was Brandon Aubrey. Brandon Aubrey is the only one who showed up today. Everyone else should have just stayed in Dallas. Offensively was bad, right? And here's what I want to say. It has been since the 2021 NFL season, y'all, where this same defensive strategy has disrupted our Cowboys offense. Where did I tell y'all? in the pregame show? They're going to play a lot of cover 4. They was going to play over the top, keep everybody in front of us. Now, what did they do also? They added a wrinkle, right? They were shifting and showing a lot of disguise fronts, but they were showing they're coming, dropping. Disguise front, showing, dropping. So every time Dak would say, here we go, they would drop back, right? So think of it as like you're playing Madden, and every time you audible, they audible. They were just audible, you know what I'm saying, every time. And what that was doing, it was disrupting our timing of our offense. Offensive line, I gave them credit in the pregame show. I'm taking that back. I felt like Tony Pollard and Rico was trying to get the run game evolving, but the way things was falling defensively, you couldn't keep running the ball. And the Cowboys really got outside of themselves. But this is the important piece, Cowboys Nation. That can happen in the playoffs. If you go out there versus San Francisco, if you go out there versus Detroit, you go out there versus Philly, and you have these stupid penalties constantly, right? Extending drives, letting good teams off the hook, you will pay, and our season will be ended, right? That's the one thing that's the one silver lining right now is our season's not over, right? We still got a lot of football ahead of us, right? But that is how things can happen in the playoffs. You go on the road, you're not going to get any calls. But you're late hitting, you shoving, you pushing, you trying to block a punt, you jumping straight up in the air, roughing the kicker, giving them extended yards, like just doing those little stupid things. Every time we have a big run play, it's a holding call. When are we going to have some disciplined football, y'all? If we are not disciplined going into the playoffs, y'all, I promise you it will not go in our favor. And that's just football. We know that, right? Penalized teams, heavily penalized teams, you have to be supremely talented to overcome that, right? Mike McCarthy had a bad day at the office today. Didn't even throw his challenge flags. He had it in his hand but couldn't throw it. Missed opportunity to get the fumble. Dak Prescott was disrupted, sped up. Offensive line didn't block. CeeDee Lamb was trying. Why didn't we take any deep shots? What happened to a lot of our motions? What happened to the deep crossers? What happened to the Dallas Cowboys identity, who we were before we got to Buffalo? I'm not sure. And you can't blame it on the rain. Nah, you can't blame it on the rain. There was plenty of opportunities. The Dallas Cowboys didn't go out there and execute. Clearly. Not offensively, not defensively, not special teams, not coaching. You're not going to beat good teams like Buffalo. Maybe you can beat the Panthers, They got their win today versus the Falcons. But we were bad on all phases today. All phases of football besides the kicker. And that can be problematic in the playoffs. Now, I know some people are taking off their jerseys and they're burning jerseys and that. That's not me, But I'll say this, it's a learning experience. So here's what I'm challenging the Cowboys team to do. How will you respond? Because they just put it on film. You know what? How do you stop Micah Parsons? It's not going to pass. I'm just going to run the ball. And their defensive coordinator, ego get in the way, whereas you know what? He's not going to take Micah Parsons off the edge and put him as a linebacker. So we're either going to run away from him or double team and run directly out. All game, right? We're going to have your linebacker getting chipped and banged and chipped and banged and pulled and banged and chipped and banged and chipped and banged and wear him down where he's not even going to get the opportunity to pass rush. And if he does, gives up one sack, okay, cool. Hooray, right? Big deal. They understand that our linebackers are light. We play a lot of nickel. Right? Run the ball. Power football. That was old school power football. You cannot. Listen, this is how crazy what the Buffalo Bills just did to us, y'all. You can't even do what they did to us in real life on Madden. Because if you keep calling the same run plays over and over and over on Madden, at least the computer would kick in and say, okay, let's stop this play. They just ran the same plays over and over. On the outside left. Outside, counter, outside, out. We had no answer. And when I knew it was a wrap, y'all, is when they very first quarter, when they had that big run and they thought they would blow the whistle right for forward motion and stop the ball, kept going, 15 yards, they kept pushing. I was like, it's just one of those days. The Cowboys ain't coming to play today. Now, I'm not going to say it's a trap game because it wasn't a trap game. You should be up and ready. But that team, they're playing for their season. Their season's on the line. Now, we clinch. We're good, which is something to be excited about, right? I'm not going to poo-poo over that because it's still a big accomplishment going to the playoffs 3 years in a row because historically under Jason Garrett, we never got that. So kudos to Mike McCarthy. I'll give you that. But everything that transpired on the field today, y'all, is a no-go. Nope. That's not going to cut it, right? But I think it's good that the Cowboys understand what we just saw today is the same thing San Francisco gonna do to you. They gonna give you a heavy dose of Christian McCaffrey. Are you gonna be prepared for it? Right? We're lucky the Eagles, for some reason, Brian Johnson, salute to you, bro. They don't give us a heavy dose of Swift. Because we were riding high. We haven't allowed over 100 games rushing to one running back all season long. Well, we pretty much just diminished that, right? Threw that out the window. Threw all that stuff out the window today, And it's just like, we got out schemed. We got out toughened. They just came out there and they bullied us. The Cowboys got bullied, period. There ain't no way kind of swing about it. You know what I'm saying? They punched us dead in the mouth and we did not respond. So hopefully, Cowboys Nation, the Cowboys are going to go back to Dallas. They're going to get out their high horse because we've been singing all their praises. The MVP thing, you pretty much can kiss that away, and get back to football, right? Because this is what it's going to take. When you get into the playoffs, it's going to be pressure. And are you going to arrive to the occasion? Remains to be unseen, but hopefully it's a learning experience for our Dallas Cowboys and they pick up from it and get back to playing Cowboys football, man. So comment, like, subscribe, follow me on all social media platforms at JTuck151. I know we're going to get to the film. We're going to get deep into the film and figure out what the hell just happened, or do we burn the film? No, we're not going to burn the film. We're going to get to the film, find out what happened, right? So we got some work to do this week, but we're going to get back to it. But y'all know CFO game season's not over. We still got a lot of football in front of us, right? We're going to get the jokes. We're going to get the trolls in the comments. We're going to get all that. It's cool. I get it, right? But the season ain't over, and I think our Dallas Cowboys will respond. But, this is a playoff type caliber team. You're going to have to be prepared to play a lot better than what we just showed, man. Peace.